The Road. I'm Michael.
I'm Justus. And I'm Luis.
Nice. Let's get into it. Okay. The first quote that I had was on page 209. It is personification. It says, "The warming house creaked and groaned, like a thing that had been calling out for a long hibernation." This is personification because, like, I mean, it's pretty obvious. It's personification. Okay, Justus.
Oh, alright. This is Justus. Number 1. The man passes the torch, in quotations. The man tells the boy to go on alone, carry the fire of goodness inside him, in quotation. And then it's basically just like him passing the torch, but like, you have to keep on going, even though that I'm, injured and about to die.
Okay. I'm Luis, and my quote was, "They are watching for a thing that even death cannot undo, and if they do not see it, they will return away from us, and they will not come back." So this was in page 210, where the boy and the dad were discussing about whether to face the challenges that they were gonna face or to move on.
Okay, page 247 is my next quote. I put, it had a loving tone because he picked him up and carried him to the fire. "It's okay," he said. "You're going to be okay." This is the boy talking to the father talking to the boy after he's about to die. So.
Alright. This is Justus. Number 2. The man dies. In quotations, the boy stays with him for 3 days. In quotation, the boy loves the man so much that he takes his time leaving, even though the man said that you should just go on immediately. He loves him so much that he just can't leave him until after 3 days.
Okay, this is Luis, and my second quote is, "Like the desolation of some alien sea breaking on the shores of a world unheard of." So this was on page 215, where they had almost nothing left, and they were done for the road. They had almost no food, and they looked out into the sea, and it reminded them of the apocalypse that had occurred.
Okay, page 262 is my third quote. I put imagery. It says, "They walked through the town and down to the docks. They saw no one." It's just explaining what they're seeing, and like what they see is nobody at the docks, and that's imagery because yeah.
Alright. This is Justus. Number 3. The man gets shot. In quotation, the man is shot with an arrow. The man disinfects his wound and sews it shut. But in the days that follow, he is bleeding and coughing and is weak. In quotation, this is basically when the peak of the book starts to happen, because a character that you've like grown with and just read with is just like about to fall and die, and then we don't know what's gonna happen to the little boy after.
Okay, this is Luis. My third quote is, "At the tide line a woven mat of weeds and the ribs of fishes in their millions stretching along the shore as far as eye could see, like an ice, a saucering of death." So this was when they were being senseless, when the boy and the dad were trying to find out if there were people on shore and on the boats, and it left them being swept up along the beach.
Okay, my next quote is on 208. It says, "The flames lit the darkening glass of the window where the boy stood in hooded silhouette like a troll coming from the night." This is personification because it's like explaining what's happening without just explaining what's happening, like a troll, a hooded silhouette. Yeah, that's my fourth quote.
This is Justus. My fourth one is boy gets sick. In quotations, the boy gets sick in their beach camp, and the man cares for him day in and day out. In quotation, this part it just shows how much the man loves the boy, and like he's willing to risk his own safety because he just cares so much for the boy, and then he doesn't really care what happens to himself as long as he can just take care and try to keep the boy alive for as long as he can.
Okay, this is Luis. My fourth quote was, "The hot tendrils of magnesium drifted slowly down the dark and pale foreshadowed started in the glare and slowly faded." So this happened after the boy shot the gun for the first time, where they had a flare pistol, and his dad told him to shoot it, but the boy was nervous to shoot the gun towards the ocean. So it describes how he felt and how pale he felt when he shot the gun, because it was strong, and yeah.
Nice. My last quote is on page 282. It says, "Where was the man you were with? He died. Was that your father? Yes, he was my papa. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. I think you should come with me. Are you one of the good guys?" I put imagery for this one. I'm not positive if that's right, but it's like explaining where his life is gonna go, kind of, if he follows him. Yeah.
This is Justus. This is my number 5. That after his father's death, the man takes the boy to a woman who tries to teach him about God. The boy talks to his father instead, and the woman says that's okay. In this quote at the very end of the book, it just seems like the boy just values his father over God. Yeah.
In my last quote, I put, "In the deep glens where they lived, all things were older than man, and they hummed of mystery." So this was towards the end of the book. The last page, the last sentence, where it was talking about where, like everything that they went through the journey, it was as if it would never happen. Like if a mystery occurred, where nobody knew about their journey.
So how did you guys feel about the book, the ending?
It was kind of sad how his dad died. But I also like the way that he didn't leave his dad just there. He spent some time with him even after he died.
Yeah, I agree with Luis. I thought it was very, I just loved how the book I just imagined the imagery just going straight through my mind. Just seeing the boy see his dad died. It almost brings a tear to my eye.
It actually made me tear up a bit.
I'm excited to watch the movie as well.
I hope we get to watch the movie during class.
Yeah, that'd be
pretty
sick.
cool.
Yeah, that'd be a good,
Hint.
yeah, information. Yeah.
So we can visually see it, and it can help our minds grow.
Yeah, just to see how it compares up to the book. I mean, the book was so good, I don't even think the movie could compare, but that's just me.
Yeah.
The movie never compares to the book.
Yeah.
All right.
We're done.